As a defense, Detroit Lions had 29 total pressures on Jordan Love last night, which is absolutely ridiculous. But it was a part of how the Detroit Lions were able to really beat this Green Bay Packers, a team who in the past has shown that they're a pretty explosive offense, a team who has had success, just wasn't able to handle this Lions defensive line. And today we're going to talk about it. Very, very excited to get into it. Let's jump right into this film breakdown. Check this first play out. You're going to get a 6-yard sack by Isaiah Buggs, who's going to do a really, really nice shot from the inside. Really beats the center, splits the double team by the left guard, and he's able to get in there, and he almost gets the ball out. You see him do a really, really nice job right out of his stance. Basically, he's going to square up the center. He's going to club him right there, get him out of there, and from there, he's going to split the double team right there. So that's a really nice job to not let the double come and slow you down. With that, he's also going to attack the football right there. He tries to get the football out, attacks it with the left hand. That's a great job right there to bring the quarterback down. Now, Buggs has only played in the last 2 games for the Lions. That too, he's barely taken like 30 snaps. And I think the guy has a little bit of upside. So a guy to kind of keep an eye on. He did have a sack last night. Pretty nice rep right here. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. In order to get turnovers as a defense, it's pivotal that your defensive line gets pressure. And what I mean by that is, if you guys watch McNeill here, he's going to do a great job beating the right guard. And the quarterback throws up a pass that was almost intercepted. It's a pass that Jordan Love threw out there that could have easily been intercepted, right? Keep in mind, this is 3rd and 3, and you see McNeill here beat the right guard, really just kind of toss him to the side, get through there, and he's going to get a hit on the quarterback. But to me, this play right here could have easily been an interception. You can see it goes over the quarterback's head. Not a very accurate pass. The safety's right there. He's not able to get it. Gets barely his right hand on it. But it's the pass rush that's generating that pressure. It's the pass rush that's really getting after it. Outside of Alim McNeill winning this rep, Aiden Hutchinson does a pretty nice job against the right tackle here. He's going to really bull rush him right back into the quarterback. It's a pretty nice job. The quarterback does take steps to the left, so keep that in mind. So he's stepping over here to the left. You get the pressure coming off the right edge. And that's part of why Jordan Love ends up just throwing it, and it's just outside the reach of the wide receiver. So pretty nice job. The other defensive lineman here also gets a little bit of pressure on the left tackle. Again, just a really nice shot by the entire defensive line on that one. Let's get into the next snap. So in last night's game, the guy that was truly unstoppable, in my opinion, was Aiden Hutchinson. Hutchinson was basically unblockable all night. He had 8 total pressures, a couple of plays that should have probably been sacks. I think there's like 2 plays that should have been sacks, and a 3rd play in which he did actually get the sack. But here's one of those plays, and you can just see how quickly this guy wins. Right out of his stance, he's going to give an outside, back to the inside, right punch, left arm over the top right there, and he's won the rep. What's crazy to me is Hutchinson has the inside leverage, and the quarterback hasn't even finished his drop yet. And you already see that the quarterback, as soon as he finishes his drop, has to get off his spot. To me, that's a really, really nice shot right there by Hutchinson. He does grab onto the quarterback. Quarterback barely gets the ball out there with the left hand. And of course, the play only picked up a yard, but still really, really nice rep by Aiden Hutchinson to be able to beat that right tackle. Speed to power, quick 1-2 move. Just like that, you get pressure. Aiden Hutchinson looks really, really good so far in his year 2. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Arguably one of the most underrated players in the NFL right now is John Kaminsky. Defensive tackle looks really, really good. What's crazy is he went pretty much unnoticed last season, but the guy had 4 sacks, multiple quarterback hits, multiple run stops. He didn't start. He wasn't a full-time starter. He did play in limited snaps last season, but the guy played a lot, and he had a lot of really nice reps. And this year, especially on national TV, the guy crushed it. He had 7 total pressures. He had a sack. He had a quarterback hit or 2, and he had a really nice winning rep here. I mean, to me, this is not a clean pocket, and that too, the quarterback gets hit as he tries to throw this. But just look at how nice of a job this is. He's going to get right inside the right guard, and he's going to push this right guard right back into the quarterback. I mean, that is not a clean pocket for Jordan Love. Love has to, in his drop back, take steps over to the left again because there's pressure coming in his face, right? Never underestimate how pressure impacts a quarterback and his vision to throw the football. Right? You have to take these steps over when there's a guy coming right to you. And in this instance, as Love takes those steps, he gets pressure from the other side as well. And he takes off running. And from there, Aiden Hutchinson does a good job not letting him pick up the yards running. And of course, Kaminsky ends up hitting him. That's a really, really nice rep right there by an underrated defensive lineman. Check this play out here. Charles Harris is going to line up in a wide 9. And watch the cross chop on this one. Just a really, really nice job to beat the left tackle. An impressive rep, if you guys ask me. You know, the one thing I oftentimes look for when I look at pass rushers is the moves, right? The various moves that they're going to utilize and how they kind of set it up. So in this instance, he's going to go hard towards the inside, but as he's about to make contact, he's going to quickly jump back over to the outside. Watch the angle. Look at him take the angle towards the inside, and as soon as 63 slightly angles back towards that inside, watch him jump to the outside. The right hand is going to land on the outside hand of the tackle, and the tackle is going to end up getting out leveraged towards the outside. That's a really, really nice job winning right there, but it's not even just the defensive end there. You look at Aiden Hutchinson on this side. You look at the defensive tackle here. These guys are all basically getting right back into the quarterback. I mean, look at this. The power right there by Kaminsky is freaking impressive. If the quarterback wanted to step up, he couldn't, because number 70, the left guard, is basically getting pushed right back into the quarterback. There was nowhere for him to go. That's just a really, really nice job by all three of those guys right there on the defensive line. Let's get into the next snap. Watch the recognition here by Isaiah Buggs. To me, this is part of why this guy needs to play more. He's a smart football player. He's very instinctive. And these are the plays that kind of stick out to me. It's a really, really nice job by Buggs. Really recognizes the play. And ultimately, he's the reason why this play does not pop. If Buggs is not there, let's just say Buggs ran towards the quarterback. You got 3 guys leading out in front. Ultimately, you may be able to score a touchdown on this play. Right, so that's a great job right there by Buggs to be able to grab onto the running back. This play ended up losing 4 yards, which puts them in a 3rd and 15 situation. So it's a great job right there. Let's get into the next snap. You're going to run a defensive line game with Hutchinson. He's going to come around and he's going to generate a little bit of pressure. Now this pass is completed, but still, you see how quickly Hutchinson's able to kind of get in there. Really nice job beating the right guard. And he does get to the quarterback. Of course, the quarterback does get the ball out, and they do pick the first down up on this one, but still a pretty nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out once again. Kaminsky absolutely dominates on this rep. This is something that if you're not able to stop as an offensive line, you're just not going to have success. You can see this pass way sails over the wide receiver's head, and the reason why is because Jordan Love has no shot to step up into this. Cominsky takes this guard here and straight up pushes him right back into the quarterback. I mean, as a quarterback, you don't want to throw a pass with your offensive lineman basically hitting you. That's a really, really, really nice, powerful rep by the interior defensive tackle. And it's crazy because I think up until last night, people really did not notice who Kaminsky was. And he dominated yesterday. And I think even on Twitter, he was trending a little bit. He was getting some credit where it's due. Really, really nice job right there. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Check this play out by Romeo Okwara. This is the 2nd and 5 interception that Jordan Love's going to throw down into the red zone area. Really nice job getting some pressure on the quarterback. To me, Jordan Love obviously throws this a little bit sooner than he expected to because of that pressure. The right tackle here has no shot to block this guy. And Jordan Love's looking over here to the right, so he naturally sees his right tackle getting pushed into him. He feels the pressure. He quickly sees one of his receivers and he just throws it, not realizing the receiver may turn up. And you can see just like that, he's going to end up throwing an interception. But again, to me, it's the pressure off the edge that really sets this play up. So it's a great job by the defensive lineman there. The interception ultimately leads to a really nice interception by Jacobs. Just a great job. Let's get into the next snap. Check this next snap out. Once again, watch Hutchinson absolutely destroy this offensive lineman. I mean, that right there is freaking special. Now, Kaminsky technically gets credit for the sack, but this was another one of those plays where, to me, this one right here is basically Hutchinson's sack, right? And there's nothing else to this. This is 100% credit to him, right? And what's crazy is if you guys really slow it down, you can see the hand-to-hand pass rush technique. Look at the hand usage here by Hutchinson. Look at him, bam, punch that left guard's left hand. Guy gets caught leaning forward, and with that, you bring the little rip move in there to really break the contact. To me, that's a freaking impressive move. And what's interesting about Aiden Hutchinson is so many people still talk about him not being a good pass rusher. People say he only has one move. He's not very good. And what's crazy is the tape's right in front of you. You can watch Aiden Hutchinson dominate week in, week out, just crush people, and people will still have the same opinion that he's not a good pass rusher. Doesn't make sense to me. He's such a great player, and you see it on tape. This guy is truly becoming an elite defensive end, and he may end up being one of the best guys in the NFL at that position by the end of this year. So that's a great wrap right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. Now I want to wrap this video up with 2 final sacks. This one's going to come by Aiden Hutchinson on a defensive line game with Alim McNeill. This is a really nice job by both McNeill and Hutchinson. Now the game doesn't work as well as you would like. The right guard, right tackle do a pretty nice job picking it up. But again, this is what it takes to have success. You know, the game doesn't work because the right guard picks it up. He's going to get back to Hutchinson, and to me, this is a nice job by both guys. But Hutchinson does what he always does. The effort, the technique, ability to break the contact and really just dominate a guy all shows up on this play. You see he gets in there, he grabs onto Jordan Love, ultimately brings him down. McNeill's right there as well, but to me, the play that really sticks out with Alim McNeill, at least in my opinion, is his sack that he had, where he crushed it, man. On this one, they're going to run a defensive line game again, but this time, Alim McNeill, as he runs the game, is going to do a really nice job attacking the shoulder, the inside shoulder of the left tackle. And the left tackle is not able to pick it up because of where McNeill places himself, how he attacks the left tackle, how he's able to break the contact, get through there, ultimately bring the quarterback down. Watching the tape of the Detroit Lions against the Packers offensive line was very nice, man. You can really see this defensive line come together and really start to flash as to why it has massive upside. Why what the Lions have been doing over the past couple of seasons is really translating into them having success. And I know people are going to say they played a backup offensive line, and that may be true. But the Lions have had some success over the past couple of games, and I think with the performance they just had against the Packers, they carried this performance into future games. They're going to have a lot of success this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.